How many of you guys are already in? How many of you guys are making money? And the most important question now is how many of you guys are proud of how you did this because you understood it? What can we do? How do we trade this thing? Is the quality bad? If it's bad, where are we safe? How can we trade this? These are the questions that are going through our mind, but we do see one consistent behavior. Whatever comes down, they buy it hot, right? They've been doing that for some time. Whatever comes down, they just like hit it really hard. Over and over. All this whole year, they've been doing that. This whole year. Whatever comes down, bam, bam, bam. You know, like it's all super aggressive. So we're like, okay, we will aggressive with you. Now, let's take a look at, we had multiple areas. We're like, okay, well, if this thing breaks out, we have one area here, and then we have our other areas there and there, right? Multiple lines, or we're thinking, well, if it is a higher high on Aussie CAD, these are our multiple lines. We decided on this line, and we decided to investigate that line. Okay, here we go on the 4 hours. Now, if I just came today to the market and I saw 39%, I would have just ignored this Aussie. I'd be like, oh, there's nothing happening here, right? But when we did what we did yesterday, higher time frame, big ATRs, we're like, oh, Aussie in a big picture is still alive. It has still movement. And because we've been reading it every day, we know how much activity it's had all throughout this week. We know the activity is probably condensing to re-engage. You know, it's not just condensing to die. Hopefully not. Okay? Makes sense? It's a good also indicator. Like for example, New Zealand today is high ATR, right? It's a good indicator also. Not only is it active, but it's also correlating. Because all the New Zealanders are doing that. So it's a 2-in-1 mechanism. So that's when you know, oh, there must be something on New Zealand that's happening. Okay, so moving forward, the way you guys traded this thing made you good money, right? How does it still make you good money in something when you look at it after the fact, you're like, ugh, you traded that? Who trades that? There's no money there. I want to trade this sexy looking thing. But I want to show you guys in your own experience, so far you've made the most money in that square. Am I right? Because you've built up that logic to the point that says, and here we go. It's not going. Okay, fine. Let me take whatever I can take. Or, I'm not sure if it's going to go. I'm just going to close it. Okay, that's also fine because the quality is bad. Okay, fine. But it was my first time seeing you guys saying, oh, I made 8R, I made 7Rs, I made 6Rs. Like, I've never seen any of you guys talk like that. It was the very first time me seeing that, and it was a proud moment at the same time, but also a moment for you guys to learn when you look back now of like, you made your money there. Don't forget that. Okay, now we're coming to the idea of if our line is here, we would love to be as close as possible to this line. If we look at that, the speed down is also, the quality is okay. It only speeds up here at the end. So like, oh man, like 6 quality. Okay, so let me put that line up there saying, okay, if we're gonna look at this from an area of interest perspective after closing the gap, let's take a look at this on the 60. This whole time he's been doing this, he flips, turns back around, coming down as a seller. Does that look like he would have sold that after going up, slowing, going up, slowing, going up, turn? Seems like it. Probe. What's a probe? You guys have learned this word probe, right? Probe is there's a level, price go above, price go below. That's a probe. What do you guys understand about probe now after all the simplicity education you've had? A probe here means nothing to you. A probe here means everything to you. Same probe, but a different meaning. Design is identical, but the meaning is nothing on top, bottom, oh mama, right? Someone's here. Someone's desperate. Okay, so far so good. If we know someone is selling here, how do we trap him? Are you sure they're selling here? Or maybe he's selling here? Could it be any of those two? Can. There's nothing wrong with that. Can. So what is this? Well, this is market close. I didn't have this on my broker, so I don't know if they sold. This is a closing candle due to spread. So I don't know if they sold, but in Asia, they sold. Great. This is just time and experience kicking in now, not pattern recognition. You don't want to just do that like a junkie. Now, when you do post analysis, the community is there. It's all good. You made a loss. It's okay, buddy. So we all make losses. Keep going. Keep going. So you got to keep building that experience and get that wave of support behind you and saying, Keep going. You got this. Keep going. Mistakes are okay. Keep going. Okay? So you're going to build up that experience because the brain is so powerful, it will pick up anomalies along the way. You're not looking for anomalies. It will pick it up itself. Yes? Don't underestimate how powerful the brain is. It does things automatically. Now, if we say this is my seller, if I go down to 15 and I say, okay, I see the seller. Whoop, 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 whoop. What happened to this seller? Oh, we trapped him, is it? Okay, so we trapped this seller. Okay, so this whole 50 minutes we've been together was not a FOMO for all of us to be like, I missed it, right? Sometimes you just gotta take a bit and be like, whoa, what's going on? What do we have now? What's going on now? If we trap them, what do we do? Okay, I see all of you guys are moving to the next procedure. Don't move to the next procedure. What's the logic? This is the moment, as a good practice, is to take a step back and be like, I see you, sneaky. I feel you. I know what you're doing, you sly little big boy. Right? Like, like, do what you have to do. What kind of story you can create in your mind. Do what you need to do to be like, I spot him. I can feel him. Right? So the trapping of that seller is not, I got rid of the seller, prepare for the buys. We're thinking in terms of objective. Don't think in terms of objective. Think in terms of the big boat. What's he doing? Okay, so you want to make sure you read your story in this format to be like, what's happening constantly. So if we look at it from that lens, then we're saying, all right, if this is my hold, can I get something to go up, and can I get that price preferably? What happens if it doesn't launch after getting that price and it does this? That means, has the trade failed? Has the big boy, jumped off the building and said, okay, I quit my life, it's time to suicide? No, it's still a higher low. It's still holding. It's probably not doing it as we think it should do it. It's still holding. So we're like, okay, are you waiting on the 60 minutes? Do you need a little bit of a longer hold? Is there more cells coming in that you're eating? Hurry up and finish your food, man. Let's buy. That's what we're looking. We're identifying, consistently recalibrating, okay? During the time when his dinner is over, whenever he's done eating all these orders, when it's over, you're gonna see one key piece. This will go crazy. You see how it's blinking right now? Like, if I was to put a music, this would be like jazz music right now. Dun, 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 right? You want bloody techno going on here. You get what I'm trying to say? You want like high speed action, like things that will give you a headache if it was a music. So you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? We're trying to keep it simple. So that's a key giveaway when it goes crazy. Now, how do I teach you? What does that feel like? Well, techno. There you go. You want to know what techno sounds like? Go to YouTube and type it in. It's horrible. That's why it's faded. No one listens to it anymore. Okay? It was fun though at that time. Okay? Moving deeper. I want to know, what I'm looking for is the logic, not the colors of the candles or higher lows. I'm looking for is if he's doing the hold, which is great. He's making higher lows, which is great. If there is something that goes up like this, a little bit aggressive, the way this thing went up. Did you see how everyone was getting FOMO in the elite community when that thing went up? Did he make a higher high? No, he's there. He's still in that same spot technically. There's a design of it gets your energy going. So if I get that energy going and I'm like, well, this is in the hold pattern, this will make people want this thing, I'm gonna make an attempt there. Am I right about that? I don't know. And that's okay. But I can feel this would make people jump in and saying, let's go, it's ready. Okay, so whether we do that from a 15 or a 60 or something, whatever time frame we do that from, it needs to go with this logic of, it's not, you see this? Is this a higher low from here to here? It's a higher low, right? That pattern is there. It's a higher low pattern. Does this make people want to buy after seeing this thing come down? It's a higher low, but it doesn't make sense. I will not attempt that one. That doesn't make any sense. How about this one? Is that a higher low to this? Yes, but come on. Where are you, big boy? Next one. Is that a higher low to this? Yes! Go! Like, that's when all the sports fans come out. Just think of it like the bar going crazy, right? So that's the feeling you gotta get. That means, okay, looks like it's ready to go. If it's ready to go, I'm ready to go. Am I wrong? Maybe. But it seems he's getting the action going right now. So that's how I'm trying to do it. I'm not trying to do it based on this time frame must agree or that time frame must agree. It's the logic that must agree, not the time frame. If you've tried the courses, the systems, the indicators, and it still hasn't clicked, that's usually not on you. It's just how it's taught. What you just watched is our private community. One method, taught properly, but traded together. Now, what we did is we rebuilt the community this year. People are now having breakthroughs in weeks rather than years. But there's more to come that I'm not ready to talk about just yet. Although the doors aren't open, you can still join the waiting list today. Now, along the way, tons of money was made in this entire process. Some money was lost in this process, and then money was made again in this process. And I don't want to see it's gonna sound controversial what I'm about to say. If I see a statement that is green, 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 one red, green, green, I will never give money to that person because the person is chasing being right. That's not an edge that has tested time. Okay, you cannot be right all the time. It cannot surpass time. Time will kill that person. Does that make sense? So what a statement is supposed to look like is red, 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 green, red, red, green, red, 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 green. You guys get the idea, okay? When I see things like that, my focus then goes on to, okay, if you have a net P&L, you're good. Your edge is working and you're very good at spotting the right markets to execute this edge. Now, this looks counterproductive, doesn't it? You tell this to a normal person, he's going to be like, what are you talking about? I want every day to be a winner. If you can't do that, I'm going to options trading, right? Fine, go to options trading. Good luck. So I want you to understand, if you guys all have experience with AI, all you have to do is ask one question. What is the single most efficient way to trade in the history of mankind? And they will tell you it's trend trading and capturing the moves, okay? And I'm trying to teach you guys that it is an edge that can withstand world wars. It can withstand, you will live like a cockroach, right? You won't die. That edge will last. Okay, the market might die, but that edge will go on to other businesses. That edge will exist. Does that make sense? Okay. You guys know the way Amazon operates? Amazon does the same thing. Imagine this as a wall. They have a meeting room. They have everybody come up with ideas of low risk. And they throw a million ideas at the wall. And they see what sticks, what works. And then they triple down on that. The whole AWS came from that. AWS is a server from Amazon, right? And you're like, oh, I thought Amazon does shopping. I thought Amazon brings my underwear. What is this server, right? They get into anything and they go with the low risk, high reward, and all the other ones that didn't work is a loss they accept. Make sense? Warren Buffett, 4% hit rate for Warren Buffett. 4%. He talks about this over and over again. It's documented, it's written. The richest man on earth, the biggest investor of our mankind, has this logic of, I'm not always right. In fact, I've only been right 4% of the time that has moved the needle for me, but they need to be meaningful. Make sense? So, instead of being scared of losses, embrace it. Literally embrace it. Let it in and saying, bloody hell, come at me, bro. Come at me. But your strategy needs to accommodate that. Your methodology needs to accommodate that. This is why the way I'm trying to teach you guys is trying to get you with a high risk to reward with the ability of a decent win percentage. Okay? Because you're gonna have a bad day, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna screw up, you're gonna have psychological issues, you're gonna have all kinds of things. You would be foolish to say that's never gonna happen to me. So, if you know it's going to happen, because you're old enough to know it always happens, then you prepare for it. You build it into your edge. So that way, you can withstand those hurricanes that come at you. Yeah? Make sense?